On Seattle Refined.
Lego can certainly be whatever you want it to be. It can be the spaceship, the castle.
He's the master of all things Lego. We follow the Lego Brick Road to his amazing Northwest studio. Then,
She never had a chance to actually see the shop, but I think she'd be really proud.
a Northwest woman carries a cherished family tradition into the present. Plus, the best fries in Seattle and where to find them. Seattle Refined starts now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Garth Swanson, just kicking back here at the Seattle Center. Well, if you're like me, you grew up with Legos, and these days Legos are hotter and more popular than ever.
In fact, the company is doing so well that last year it cut back on marketing, hoping less people would buy Legos so it could keep up with demand. All of this comes as no surprise to a Tacoma Lego fanatic. Refined's John Prentice has the story of how he's constructed a successful career of his own, brick by brick.
Augusto Rodin chose bronze, Van Gogh a paintbrush, Dan Parker chose these.
Lego caught my attention because of its artistic value.
Dan says he's an artist and Lego is his medium. He builds every day and says these tiny plastic bricks allow him to create almost anything.
I played with Lego as a kid when I was 5, like a lot of kids, up until the time I was 10. Got out of it, you get into teenager things, and came back to Lego about the age of 30. So I've been building for 26 years now. I like the architecture of it. World-class skyscrapers around the world. We've made things like a 40,000-piece, 10-foot tall Statue of Liberty. I've made a working casket. That's a coffin for a client. Yeah, kind of crazy.
Does he want to use it?
It's already in use.
Die-hard Lego fans, like me, drool over the sheer number of Lego pieces Dan has collected. About 4 million bricks in every color, shape, and size.
I have to say, you are so much more organized than I was as a kid. I had the one bin and I had to dig through looking for that perfect piece.
Being very well organized, we can probably work maybe 10 times faster than the average builder at home.
And he has to be fast, because Legos aren't just Dan's passion, they're his livelihood.
Our business, and this studio, City Blocks, is an extension of my business. We build commissions for clients. We do shows and events. We also do both corporate and youth programs. Lego can certainly be whatever you want it to be. You can build based on your imagination. It is completely open-ended.
Tell me about the thought process that goes into something as complicated as this.
Well, creating these buildings really starts with a sketch on a piece of paper, and it can be everything from a restaurant napkin to maybe using, more technical graph paper.
Do you think in bricks?
I kind of do.
I thought up a challenge for this Lego maniac to build an accurate Lego version of me, right down to the haircut.
I think this might be the embodiment of you in Lego.
I think you might be right. I mean, look at this guy. It's like staring into a mirror. How do you do it?
Maybe it was a little bit of talent, but the pieces were right there.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
For more information on that story, check out our website.
This next story has nothing to do with Legos, or toys for that matter, but it's way too good not to tell you about.
Fry lovers rejoice. Food and Wine magazine just named the best French fries in America, and some of them live right here in Seattle. In fact, the only Seattle fries to make the list are made at Rachel's Ginger Beer. We already love Rachel's delicious cocktails, but apparently the fries and dipping sauces are to die for too. Rachel's will open a 3rd location this June in U Village. If you missed this hipster brouhaha at Lost Lake Cafe and Lounge, don't worry, Refined was there. The Capitol Hill Eatery just held its 2nd annual Pie Day Eating Contest. The contest is open to employees of Capitol Hill businesses. The winner received $500 towards his favorite charity. Check out the full gallery on our website.
Okay, now this next story admittedly has nothing to do with French fries or pie, but trust us, it's a really good story, and it's about one of our favorite local artists.
And you're super smooth.
Refined has known about Sassy Black for a while now, and pretty soon more folks across the Northwest will too. The artist is one of more than 200 that will perform at the Upstream Music Festival in Pioneer Square this May. And she's also flexing her musical muscles behind the scenes of the big event. We caught up with Sassy Black, who was in Pioneer Square with festival director Jeff Vetting, checking out one of the newly announced festival venues.
This space is called Axis, and it's a gallery, and it's located in Pioneer Square. It's a very spacious place, and it's going to be one of the venues for events that are happening at Upstream.
I'm the thriller, 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 thriller.
You may know Sassy Black as a musical artist, but she's also taking on an additional role for the big upcoming festival.
Yeah, so I'm a curator for Upstream, which means that I get to put together my own showcase of artists. Well, right now I have Paris Alexa, and she's a young person that I saw first at Mopop Sound Off.
He's trying to make a mill, struggle for the dollar bills. Money kills Benjamin, bending him to his will.
And she just really blew me away because she had like such a great stage presence, and then her vocals are just out of this world, and then really good songwriting skills. So I'm really excited to have her. And then I have some other artists that are going to be coming from out of town, and some really dope local artists. And so I'm excited to like bring these folks together in Seattle.
I sense potential within you.
Beyond bringing incredible artists to the festival as a curator, Sassy Black will also be playing her own music.
My new boo.
I released my first album last year, No More Weekdates, and then I went on to do a lot of touring, like I played Block Party, and then I went on tour in Europe, which was cool, my first solo tour in Europe, but I got to headline the whole thing for a month.
I sense potential.
And this year looks to be just as jam-packed for Sassy Black with a new album on the horizon.
Now I'm working on my next album, so that's gonna be really cool. It's called New Black Swing, and it's like inspired very much so by New Jack Swing music, which is inspired by soul and funk and the merging of hip hop and R&B. That's something I'm really excited about, and I'm actually in the midst of my next tour right now.
And of course, she's excited for everything happening at Upstream.
My very top, most excited thing is seeing Quincy Jones speak, because I love Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones is one of the keynote speakers at the Upstream Summit and has had an incredible career, from working with musical legends like Duke Ellington and Frank Sinatra, to producing Michael Jackson's biggest albums and Will Smith's hit TV show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
His artistry and his work as a mogul, and like just taking his creativity to the next level has always inspired me. He's worked a lot with a lot of different artists, and I look up to him when I think about artists I'd like to be like. Just someone who's able to move with the flow and change and is unafraid. So I'm excited to hear what he has to say.
For more Upstream artist profiles, ticket information, or late-breaking lineup announcements, log on to SeattleRefined.com, because we've got you covered. Seattle Refined is just getting started. The plot thickens in our March book club pick. We dive deeper into the mystery of swimming lessons. But first, quilting goes contemporary. Meet a woman who will inspire you to get your quilting bee on. Next. Get ready for some mind-blowing fun under the big top. Our sponsors, Cirque du Soleil, is coming back to town with a new show, and you have a chance to win free tickets all week here on Refined. Lucia, Waking Dream of Mexico, runs from March 30th to May 21st at Marymore Park in Redmond, and it promises to be amazing. The show features 44 performers carrying out incredible eye-popping feats of acrobatics that will transport audiences to an imaginary Mexico that exists somewhere between dreams and reality. Every day this week, Refined will be counting down to Lucia by giving away 2 tickets to a lucky viewer. Log on to SeattleRefined.com/Lucia and enter for your chance to win. Good luck, everybody.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Well, back in the day, many people took up the art of quilting by pure necessity. But times have changed, and these days, quilting has gone from a cottage industry to a multi-billion-dollar one. Refined's Malia Karlinski discovered a local woman at the heart of the Northwest quilting boom.
When you think of quilting, do drab, dark fabrics and simple appliques come to mind? Well, scrap that outdated notion.
My name is Kristen Suzuki and I love to quilt.
At the center of the modern quilt movement, Circa 15 Fabric Studio in Kirkland, and owner Kristen Suzuki.
So Kristen, what is different about modern quilting as opposed to what we might think of as traditional quilting?
Well, modern quilting uses bold colors, a larger scale prints, and lots of geometric shapes. Traditional fabrics usually tend to be a little more neutral and smaller prints, but we tend to kind of go the opposite of that here.
And do you think that's why so many younger people are drawn to modern quilting?
Definitely. I think that you have an idea of what quilting might be in your head, but when you see what we have, it's definitely going to change your mind about quilting.
The shop is a kaleidoscope of colors and patterns.
Flamingos are really hot, as well as sloths.
Gotta love the sloths.
Gotta love the sloths. Anything with cats. And of course, pineapples are really trending this year.
It's not just the fabrics that are bright and bold. The designs are literally works of art.
So Kristen, tell me about this piece right here, because this is striking.
Yes, well that piece is using a technique called foundation paper piecing. So you actually sew on top of paper.
You might think this is her lifelong passion, but Kristen only started sewing 5 years ago.
Well, my mom had been sewing all of her life, and she had always wanted me to sew, but as a teenager growing up, I never wanted to. I thought it was not cool to do that. I had started looking at fabric and falling in love with it, and had asked her if she would make me an apron with some fabric that I had found, and she said that she thought it would be a better idea if she helped me make it, and she would teach me how to sew.
Before they could begin, her mom unexpectedly passed away.
Shortly after that, my mother passed away, and she never had a chance to actually see the shop, but I think she'd be really proud.
Kristen did sew the apron alone, but felt like her mom was with her in spirit. Today, she has a family of customers and friends who love to quilt.
It's a very much a passion. It's just a way of, being creative and showing your, just feeding your soul.
I like the neutrals along with the black and whites.
Although her mom is gone, she's still inspiring Kristen, who knows just what her mom would be doing if she were here today.
She'd be here helping me probably, working at the shop.
To learn more about that story, log on to our website. Next on Refined, our March book club pick just got even more intense. Find out how you can join our upcoming discussion party. We'll be right back, but first, check out our Refined shareable moment of the day. Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@seattlerefined.com. Seattle Refined will be right back.
Beat the
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Well, if you're reading along with our March book club pick, Swimming Lessons by Claire Fuller, you know the mystery is really intensifying. And if you haven't picked it up yet, what are you waiting for? Refined.com managing editor Britt Thorson has our update.
If you're like me, you're finding it hard to put down our March book called Swimming Lessons. If you're reading along with us, you should be about at chapter 27.
This book is truly a mystery and dives deep, pardon the pun, into family secrets. As you'll recall, the book starts out with the main character Gil looking out the window and seeing the spitting image of his wife, who vanished decades before.
Gil Coleman looked down from the first floor window of the bookshop, and saw his dead wife standing on the pavement below. We're waiting to find out exactly, I don't want to give it away, because it's a mystery. And we're waiting to find out what happened to their marriage, and why it dissolved. And I'm not going to go any further than that, because then, like I said, I don't want to ruin the mystery. The mystery is not violent. That's one of the things that I love about it. It's just super smart.
Now, as far as their children Nan and Flora go, things are starting to get quite heated between the sisters. As an older sibling myself, I'm hoping to see more passion and fire from Nan, but not everyone agrees with me.
She's a wonderful writer. She's very accessible, right? So that's easy in many ways to get into this book, and the characters are incredible. I ended up liking all these people as much as I think some of them are, and I think that that's a great skill of an author, to help you like these people. And I just loved reading it because I had the story in my mind the whole time. I could see all of this, and I think that's a pretty rare gift, to continue that thread book. From the techniques, how she uses letters as a flashback. So many people will do sort of the pedantic flashback. We all know how that works. This is a really clever and wonderful way to do that. And you just whip right through this because you want to know what's the reaction, what's coming next, is he going to find these, all that stuff.
I am just as excited to find out what comes next. Next week, try and get to chapter 38. Happy reading.
And remember, our March Book Club soiree is coming up. If you're reading along and want to join us for a little wine, some snacks, and some great conversation about swimming lessons, email us at hello@seattlerefined.com. We'll be right back, but first, our Tech Tango app of the week.
Dropbox Paper is a new, flexible, shared workspace collaboration app where team members can contribute text, images, and tasks all in a single document with modern commenting and tagging features. You can easily see who contributed to the document. Anyone can add images to make a gallery, add a task list with due dates, and assign a team member. Modern commenting with @mentions automatically notifies the member. Team members can comment with text, emojis, and stickers to add personality. Members can all contribute to the document at the same time via their iOS, Android, or web browsing device. I'm Francie Black. For more great apps, visit techtangotoday.com.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined. You know, we love teachers here on Refined. Next to parenting, it has to be one of the toughest jobs out there. That's why when we heard about an organ teacher going the extra mile, we knew you'd want to meet her too.
So how was the morning before I saw you guys?
Good.
Every day, fourth graders Kalia and Jose get to come by Miss Mandy's classroom to get a little extra help.
Oh, I already know this one, 7.
What a great strategy. Find the ones you know first. Get them out of the way.
Miss Mandy's a special education teacher at Sitton Elementary in North Portland. It's not always an easy job.
No job is easy, and
That was Kalia. She wanted to say something nice about her teacher.
What do you like most about her?
Everything.
And she's not the only one.
She brings a great deal of joy and passion to school every day. No matter if she has a sniffle or whatever the situation may be, she always brings 110% to our students every day.
She just tells me about how hard they work and how hard she works and how she loves all of them so much.
Mandy's friend Nicole is the one who nominated her. She says Miss Mandy is much more than just a great teacher.
During that recent cold snap, she spent all night at a warming shelter in the community. She stayed there from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m., just making sure everyone was safe.
In fact, Mandy has spent a lot of time volunteering throughout the community. The food bank, Girls on the Run, the Fruit Tree Project, and more than one night at the warming shelter.
the snow days and the luxury that was for teachers, that I owed it to the community to try to give back.
She also stays after school to help students tend a garden and, like many teachers, spends her own money to help her students succeed and stay happy.
She bought a soccer ball for me. She ordered it.
I feel like there's no better way to spend your day than trying to make each day the best possible day for kids.
All right, that'll do it for today's show. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.